Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Dieter, this is Papa's Bar. Okay my friends, today is a special day. I'm gonna do a special review today for myself and for my very good friend Brad in Germany. Okay my friends, it's not gonna be any vodka, wine or anything that sort. It's gonna be the opening of my very own brand new, never fired Glock 17 Generation 3. Alright, this is not my first Glock I have. I had Glock 17 before, I had Glock 19 before, Glock 43. I had really a lot of Glocks over the past 30 years since I'm here in America. And that's not the only gun I ever had. I had Glock, I had Sig Sauer, I had Smith & Wesson, I had Taurus, all handguns, you know. I had revolvers, I had the 44 Magnum, 38 Special, 22s, things like that. It's a lot of trading when I buy guns. I buy a gun, I have it for a year or a couple years, then I get rid of it and buy something new. I had Kimbers, 45s, 1911s. Just ask my good friend Doug in a gun shop over the years how many guns I purchased at his gun shop. I went to Bass Pro, I purchased guns there. Academy Sport, I got guns there. Steve's gun shop here in the United States, I bought several guns. Probably other gun stores too before I met those good guys. I can't even remember. If I think about how many guns I bought, I would say handguns about 30 to 40, you know. Sell one Glock, buy another Glock, buy a Sig Sauer, buy a Glock again, sell a Sig Sauer, buy a Taurus, buy a Smith & Wesson, always over the years like that. Rifles, oh my god, I don't even know how many rifles I got. I just bought this last year, the AR-15. I had probably 8, 9 or 10 different ARs, you know, any brand, M&P, Swiss & Wesson, Sig Sauer. I had the Ruger Mini 14 rifle also in 5.56 millimeter. Shotguns, left and right. I've still got a shotgun right now, an 817 Remington Express. Things like that. Rifles, other rifles, 308, 30-06, 7 millimeter. Any brand name Remington I had, Smith & Wesson, Winchester. I had all those rifles. It was a passion of me to buy guns and go to the shooting range and shooting. I'm a pretty good shot. I'm really, especially with rifles, I'm really good with open sights or with scope on a longer range, you know. I just enjoy it. It's fun, it's my recreation. I still do it, not as much as I used to because of the time involved, what I'm doing right now. But I love guns, my friends, and that's why I decided when I bought this gun, I'm gonna make a video before I even go out and shoot it. I show you the gun, I open the box and just show you the details of it, you know, if you're interested. Like I said, this is a Generation 3 gun. It's an older model. Glock is around since 1982 already, you know, so I mean here in the States. And the first Glock 17 came out in 2009, I think it is. And ever since then, you know, it's a staple in law enforcement, FBI, any private people, you know, Glock just work. They're not the prettiest guns, but they work. Okay, my friends, let's get started. I'm gonna open the box now. I gotta adjust the video and set the camera here, and I got a light here so you can see better the details of this fine Austrian weapon. Okay, my friends, I'll be right back. All right, my friends, I'm back now. I had to readjust the camera, and now I'm gonna unpack my very own brand new Glock 17 for you guys. Okay, friends, this is a third generation Glock 17, 9x19, 9 millimeter, and I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's just a perfect gun. All right, friends, here we go. Let's put it correctly into the camera here like that. All right, here it is. Brand new, never been used. Comes with 2 magazines. 1, 2, The later generations, they come with 3 magazines. Those here, the third generation, only come with 2 magazines and a magazine bullet loader. Of course, the cleaning rod here and the attachment. This goes on like that. Very simple. It's never changed throughout all those years, these 3 generations, 30 years for me, when I buy Glocks. That's how they come. Very simple, you know, simple cleaning rod, always the same magazines, the loader, then of course the weapon itself, a simple case, the Glock name, the information, very simple, which I'm gonna blend out. The case never changed unless you buy the other version, a 19X. The 19X is comes in a green case. I'm gonna go into the sides later on because the 19X also got a different label. You're gonna get the standard Glock book with that. All right. It's not even open yet. I don't open it anymore because there's nothing for me to learn anymore. So the standard release forms you gotta sign that there's no warranty on unless within 1 year they send it back to Glock and all the stuff. My receipt, what I paid for. Let me see what I paid for this gun. It was on sale for $4.99. Yeah. And then I bought some ammunition for it. Sales stocks came to $6.32. See if you can see that here. There you go, Academy Sport. So it was cheap in my opinion. It was affordable, you know, $50 off, and I needed a second gun anyway. All right, my friends, put this to the side. Let's go to the gun itself. Like I said, 2 17-round magazines. And I got a bunch of magazines from throughout the years when I purchased Glocks. I always kept the magazines, one here, one there. If I could buy extra ones in a store, I did that. I got like 3 or 4 magazines for my Glock 19X I had. They are different color, but they fit in there the same. I got several Glock 19 magazines, and Glock 19 magazines do not fit in the Glock 17 because the Glock 19 magazines, they're shorter, right? They're only 15 rounds, and it wouldn't fit in there because they're too short. But you can use the Glock 17 magazines, those here. You can use those in a Glock 19 because they're longer. They're gonna stick out like that, you know, but they will fit in there, you know. The same, you can buy 33 round Glock magazines, and they're gonna fit in that gun. They're gonna fit in a Glock 19. They're gonna fit in a Glock 26. They're really small 9mm ones, because the longer the magazine is, it makes no difference. They're just gonna stick out more like that, you know, the 33 rounds. But you cannot use, for example, like I just said, the Glock 19 magazine or the Glock 26 magazine in a Glock 17. It wouldn't fit because they are too short. They would be, you know, sticking in like that, and they would not fit into the mechanism. Just thought I'm gonna let you guys that know. Okay, like I said, here's the cleaning rod. This goes with the weapon. 2 magazines. Price point $4.99, like what I paid. Sometimes you get even more discounts, but it's pretty rare. It's gotta be like a holiday, you know, like 4th of July sale or Christmas special sale, things like that. This is where you get the real bargains. Now, I got a $50 rebate on it, so it was fine with me. In general, if you want to buy a Glock, it doesn't really matter what model you want. They're anywhere between $550 and $650 in that price range. You can get them here in the United States. The trigger on this 9mm Glock 17 3rd generation is a 5.5 pound pull consistently. It's not going to change like it changes in my Sig Sauer P226 I have. The P226 got the first trigger pull is really hard. It's for safety reasons, you know. And then after that, it's single action, and it's a very crisp, smooth, easy pull with your finger, which is impossible to do with the Glock, because you're always going to have the 5.5, always this double action, you know. So it's fine. You get used to it. There are two different guns, you know, the 6 Hour. I'm going to make a video about that too. But today we're going to stay with the Glock. Okay, let's take the thing apart. Like I said, it's empty. There's nothing there. There are no bullets here. Yeah, I know it's my bar, and there's a lot of alcohol here, but I got the weapon here. They're unloaded. My AR-15 in the back here is also unloaded. So there are no bullets here. So it's my safety procedures, let's say. Okay, let's take it apart. There are those little, I hope you can see that, those little whatever you call them, lever, you know. You just hold them with both of your fingers, and that's how I do it, you know. Pull it back a little bit, and then it comes off already. Just put it back normal. Okay, that's how I do it. Just like that. I push those little things in here, just like that. Pull the slide, the camera. Pull the slide. I do it this way. Back like that a little bit. Hold on. It's hard to do it this awkward. I'm just gonna do it like I always do. Put it back a little bit, and then the slide comes off. You got the inner mechanism here. You got the spring. You just pull this up like that, and you pull it out. And then you got your barrel. You pull out like that, and that's it. There's your Glock taken apart. Put it in the camera here, like that. The light. Okay, you got your frame, polymer frame they call it, and here with some people like it, some people don't. I love it. You got the finger grooves. It fits my hands perfectly. You put it out like that, you know. It fits right in there. Other people have, what do you call it, fat fingers, sausage fingers, and they complain about that, which the 4th and 5th generation don't have that anymore, the finger grooves. I don't care. I like it. I never had a problem with it. Okay, polymer frame is really light. There's no weight to it, you know. It's a little bit wind is gonna get blown away. So it's really, really good in my opinion. The best thing on it is the low weight, because when I compare that to my 6 Hour P226, it's a world of difference, a world of weight. Okay, all right, my friends, put that down. Then is here your upper, what do you call it, slide, upper slide, upper receiver, upper slide, I would say. And they got a special Tenifer finish coating on there, it's called. A very moisture resistant, scratch resistant, and abuse resistant. You can shoot, I shot my other Glocks I had 10,000, 15,000 rounds through it. I never had a malfunction. I never had a problem with rust or anything. So it's very reliable. This is why I consistently buy Glocks again. Here you can see the sides, which is the only thing I don't like on Glocks, because you always have to replace that. It's a plastic side. It costs you $5. I mean, they should put on, like they did at the Glock 19X, put the night sights on there, Trichicon night sights or whatever it is. I forgot the name of it, but really high-end sights. The same with the front here, my friends. See, it's the same. It's just a little plastic knob, and it's worth garbage. I mean, this is the first thing you need to do, which everyone I know does that. They buy a brand new Glock, and then they go to a gun shop and get installed new sights. That's what you got to do. It costs you about $100, $120, depending where you go and what sights you buy. Color, of course, if you can see in the video, is all black. The polymer frame is black, and the upper slide is black too. Got the imprints on there, 9x19 millimeter NATO round. The spring, yeah, it's brand new now, so it's not an issue. But after a year of shooting, or I would say about 5,000 rounds, you know, that's what I shoot average a year, you should replace that with a better spring. You know, it's reducing the recoil, which of course at a 9mm recoil is ridiculous. low. I mean, there's no big, it's not like the 45. But for accuracy and things like that, I would recommend to replace that thing too. So, costs you maybe $30, so it's not expensive. Now the barrel, it's a rifle barrel. I think the twist is 8 in 10 if I'm not mistaken. I did not read up before I started doing the video. Again, it's got this Tenifer coating on there. The length of that is, oh man, what was it now? I forgot, it's 5 inches. No, it's 4.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the video, in the comments down below. 5.5 inches or less, I would say. Again, it's got the markings on there, like any other legitimate weapon part, you know, you can legally buy. You got to have your markings on. You got 3 markings here. You got the serial number on here. You got the serial number again on here. And on here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in here. So you got each part you take apart got the same markings of the particular weapon. Like I said, it's a very accurate gun. I'm very happy with it. 9mm cartridges you can get all over the world. That's why I always buy 9mm cartridges for 2 reasons. Weapons, 9mm weapons. First of all, you can get it worldwide. Okay, trying to find a 6mm worldwide, you know, or you know, or any other 38 special or things like that. They're harder to find than 9mm because 9mm rounds being used all over the world in military, law enforcement. It's easy available like water around the corner. That's one reason. The second reason is cost. When I had my 45, my Kimber or my 911, or I had a Glock 45 caliber too, it costs you about $1 for each round, you know, which is double what the 9mm cost you. It's just outrageous, and it starts being not fun anymore shooting when you go and buy a box of ammo that costs you $50, you know. And I mean, for self-defense, yeah, there are issues with 9mm versus 45 and all this stuff, but I don't want to go into that debate which round is better. In my opinion, is round placement, where you put your bullet. You know, you can shoot someone with a 22 and this person never get up again, or you use a 45 or 9mm like this thing here. It's just shot placement. This is very, very important. If you're a bad shot, you can have a bazooka and you don't hit your target. So shot placement and firing control and all those things, which is a whole new video. That is the important thing. But for the day, I think I'm actually done because I set the weight. Okay, the weight. The weight is 22.5 ounces, 22.05 ounces, about 630 grams, I think it is. The Tenifer finish I told you already about. The barrel length, 114mm or 4.5 inches. Magazine, of course, 17 rounds, or you can put in any other higher round, like the 33 rounds, and I think there's a 24 round. You cannot put in Glock 19 magazine, but vice versa, as I said before, you can do. You can put this in a Glock 19. It's gonna stick out a little bit like that, you know. The same you can put in the 33 round magazine, which would be kind of like that, you know. And you would put that in a Glock 26 even, or Glock 19, but you cannot do that in a reverse. I can use my Glock 19X magazines in here. That's no problem. So they just have a different color. They got this greenish, you know, military style color. My friends, I hope I gave you a little information about my new weapon here. I'm gonna make a video when I go to the shooting range and put this up. For now, I'm gonna put this weapon back together, and this is how you put it back together. All right, let me put it up here. The light. All right, first you take the barrel. Okay, just drop it in like that. There you go. See, very easy. It comes out very easy. I mean, I can do that with my eyes closed and, you know, don't have to think about it. Then you put in the guide rod, I guess it's called. You put this on here, stick it in here first, you know, up front, there. And just push it in slightly. I got to change my hands over. Like that. See, now it's in. And then you just slide it back on the frame. You got to make sure you slide it on here like that. I got to look in the camera and here at the same time. See that? Slide it on here like that. Slide it back. And all it takes is a little, there you go. Now it's already okay. That's already secure on here. But always. All right. So that's it. And magazine back in. And your gun is ready to take care of business if need to be. All right. Just got to put some bullets in, because there are no bullets in. What I forgot to mention is, here's the magazine release on one side, but it's ambidextrous, so you can, if you shoot left-handed, you take it apart and stick it in from here, and then you can release it with your left hand. I can shoot both-handed, left or right hand. I can shoot, it doesn't matter for me. I can shoot this way, I can shoot this. Okay, my friends, and this will conclude this video for today. If you got any questions, any recommendations or anything else, please leave comments down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right? Okay, my friends, let's put the video up here like that. All right? Okay. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll be back with another video soon. Until then, I'm Dieter. This is Papa's Bar. Today we had a special video about the Glock 17 opening the box. All right? Thank you, my friends. Bye-bye.
I'll be back.